Kevin, police just set up this crime scene tape about 30 minutes ago. We do know that homicide investigators are out here tonight. In a matter of seconds, the suspect slips his handcuffed hands from back to front, then hops into the driver's side and takes off. I want you to take a look here behind me. This used to be their home. We begin tonight with ongoing deliberations and the punishment phase of the so-called cat house murder trial. Well, Linda, take a look in your fridge. Your favorite sausage might have this label on it. Boo! Did that scare you? Well, Halloween is almost here. Adam, one of the people you spoke with was dangerously close to the gunfire. Kevin, I can tell you she is one tough woman. We know that the officer involved has been put on paid administrative leave. You can see that police are still out here investigating. Communities across the country are on edge, including right here at home. Officials are now cracking down on what's known as clowning. Land's crews are still out here assessing the damage and taking pictures. Thankfully, no one was hurt here today. It's those questions that cities have been showing support or opposition for. I just want to ask you, did you feel that quake?
Oh yeah, felt it was loud in here too. It was one of those that kind of was
just
louder
jolted
than,
you.
Yeah.
I nearly fell over. Michael Vance Jr. was shot and killed in Custer County during a shootout with OHP. We're about to show you the final moments of Vance's life. A warning, the video is violent. Dramatic video from the ground and in the air. A fierce gun battle between OHP troopers and suspected murderer Michael Vance Jr.
It was pretty obvious here. This night, this was going to end. This was the night that we were going to make sure that he didn't hurt anybody else in one of these communities.
With a trooper right on his tail, Vance plows through a roadblock and gunfire is exchanged. Following close behind, a trooper fires his rifle through his windshield as Vance shoots back at him with an AK-47.
Michael Vance was our worst case scenario, period.
This is a killer that's killed his own family. It's a person that's injured law enforcement officers, and he's just shot another police officer. We have every reason to believe at this point in time that deadly force is authorized.
Eventually, Vance stops along this county road. You see bullets flying as Vance gets out and moves to the front of the truck to use it for cover.
This man had every intention of taking officers with him.
More rounds are fired, then Vance falls to the ground and is pronounced dead at the scene. Officers' vehicles telling a chilling tale of just how close those bullets came to hitting them. Troopers thankful to be alive.
Vance ended this rampage the exact same way he started it, violently. And it didn't have to be that way.
Kevin, their story really is incredible. I want you to take a look here behind me. This used to be their home. It's literally flipped upside down. Now I want you to take a look at how close this carport is. This is where the family was when their home was destroyed. Diana Klink is picking up what's left of her home.
I'm blessed. I got lots of pictures.
Holding on to the little things that weren't swept away by Mother Nature.
You found me. Oh my God, thank you.
Her mother's jewelry brings a sense of peace after Friday's nightmare. Klink was on her way home from taking Harley to the vet when the weather turned. She rushed home to get her 15-year-old granddaughter.
By the time I got here, it was hailing real hard, and she didn't want to come out. I said, get in the car.
What happened after her granddaughter jumped in, Klink will never forget.
The car's shaking, everything. As soon as she got in the car, though, couldn't get the dog out, just buckled up. And as I'm looking at her buckling up, house was gone. So I told everybody, put your arms up on the top of the car, get ready to roll.
Inside, Klink, her 2 grandkids, their friend, and the dog held on. When the storm passed, they couldn't believe their eyes.
I'm sitting right there with this new little carport. Didn't touch it.
She calls that a miracle.
He always looks out for us. There's no other explanation. None.
Among the rubble, she found this family Bible, still intact. Proof, she says, that God was watching over them.
No doubt. No doubt.
So glad the family's okay. Now, we do know that the family's cat is still under their home somewhere. We just heard her meow not too long ago. Tonight, the family is staying at a motel, and they just wanted to thank everyone who came out here today to help them clean up. Claire Scoggins loves music.
Rest your tiny head on your pillow. Singing is just like an outlet. and writing is an outlet.
And so is playing.
Oh, yeah, darling.
By the seamless sound, you would never guess she's using just 7 fingers.
I'm still figuring it out. You have to go a lot faster and be able to transition your fingers.
3 of her fingers were removed after an ATV accident. The memories of the first glimpse of her hand still painful.
And I was so confused because I couldn't feel it. All I could feel was like it felt like my arm was on fire.
Thanks to Dr. Sylvia Gray, she's feeling much better and just recently found the courage to sit back down at the piano.
I wanted to show you guys this, so.
When she saw and heard what she could still do, emotion took over. Playing almost like she never stopped.
It made me feel so powerful. I knew I was capable of things, but I never knew I was capable of this much.
Finding strength that not only impressed her, but her doctor.
She has been able to do things that many patients don't even try to do because they think they can't.
I want to be able to keep doing the things I love and also inspire other people to keep doing the things that they love even when they feel like they can't.
And that's exactly what she's doing.
I did it.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 9. I'm Kristen Shanahan. Although Oklahoma voters rejected State Question 779, a 1% sales tax increase to fund teacher pay raises, education proponents are still claiming a win. And while Oklahoma voters said no to a penny sales tax and raises for teachers, there was a sigh of relief for Oklahoma City public schools. Voters did agree to a $180 million bond for the district, and it won't raise property taxes. Despite his re-election, Oklahoma County Sheriff John Wetzel was under fire in a meeting with the county commissioners today. It's all over an audit that was released a few weeks ago. There were 5 possibilities on the table at today's meeting. The most severe, removal from office, or suspension, or sanction, or an outside investigation. But in the end, the commissioners agreed the best thing to do is have the DA continue his investigation. One commissioner said there's still work to be done. Oklahoma voters also decided to reform the state's liquor laws. Strong beer and wine will eventually be sold in grocery stores across the state. Changes to your neighborhood liquor store will also be coming. But don't look for those products anytime soon. It won't happen until October 1st, 2018. Topping your national headlines tonight, a Georgia jury has spent a second day deliberating in the infamous hot car death trial. Justin Ross Harris is accused of killing his 22-month-old son, Cooper, by leaving him inside a hot car in June of 2014. Investigators have identified 2 bodies found on the same South Carolina property where a woman was held captive inside a storage unit. The remains of Megan McCraw and her husband, Johnny Joe Coxey, were found over the weekend. We've heard the reactions from both sides, from political leaders and pundits. But what about the average American? How are they responding to Trump's victory? Chris Clackham spoke to voters from coast to coast.
You're watching Oklahoma's News Channel 4 at 9 with Kristen Shanahan. Oklahoma's News Channel 4, always there for you.